Go. All right, guys, welcome to the finals. Thank you for joining me as always. Doing a little shout out here really quick. We recently started doing memberships on our channel. If you want to essentially burn money that you don't you want to give to us, you can there. We're currently developing more for the membership stuff. So if you guys have suggestions for membership perks, let us know. Otherwise, right now, the major thing is that we do have what's it called? We Most of our videos will be sent out to members first, usually a day or two earlier, depending on how we're going to handle it and what videos. And then we're going to use any funds we get from the YouTube channel itself to just improve the stream quality and improve our videos, get more art done, more overlays for things, and all that stuff. Can the party player play something himself in their own end of turn? No. So the person during their own turn, when it gets to the end of turn, only your opponent can respond. So it works kind of like that.
Sure, three.
Three, let's go.
Oh no!
That's a 4, 5, 6. 15.
Hard to beat.
That's crazy.
Wow, I'm so good at this game.
Oh,
All right,
I'll go first.
got a dragon versus forest here.
Oh, 4. Mulligan.
I think this matchup a lot depends on how Forest wants to tackle this. Sometimes Forest just goes to burnout. Otherwise, other times they are looking to go wide if their opponent doesn't have answers for wide boards. Taking a look here. Wait, is this correct? Is this the dragon deck earlier that was playing Phoenix Roost? All right, let's go. I wonder if it paid off any of these games. It's pretty wild here. Dragon does if they get the good ramp going. They do play Hishi Akebono, which is the 10/10 that plays for 10 that also heals you 10 on play. So I'm sure if they play Phoenix Roost, it lives cross turn and it pulls out Hishi Akebono. Like they're having a good time as Dragon. Get a heal 10 in this matchup, which is pretty big. We see like the standard starts from both players here. Bellringer for Dragon, followed by Shinko Windy for Forest, letting them set up their draw here. Yes, Phoenix Roost. We're seeing Phoenix Roost in the final. It is a 2-of in their list, but it's crazy they're even playing it. It kind of makes sense, I guess, in this meta. There's not a lot of really huge cards you have to worry about, so maybe it's like slightly better to play it right now, I guess. But I don't know. A lot of people are playing Rinko and stuff like that. It's kind of such a scary card to be playing. Unfortunately, there's no third place match. Due to how the ranking points work, we third and fourth get the same amount of points, so they don't have to play the match out. The only match that matters here is finals here.
We'll go face for 2.
All right, Shinko getting in for 2.
And I will pass.
Floating 2.
Yeah.
Starts. Roll 1.
Floating 2 is a force player. You don't really have a lot of things going on, which means to like respond with, which means their hand is really bad right now. I feel like if my opponent ever does that, I just like, okay, they have a garbage hand. I can kind of do whatever I want at this point. Because if they're floating 2, which means they have none of their one-drop spells or amulets that are really good. They didn't play Ancient Elf, which is also another thing. I guess if they're just trying to play around Dragon Warrior, that could be the reason there. But yeah, I just probably don't have anything good going on in hand right now. If most of the cards in hand are like 3-4 play points also or higher, that could be really rough for Forest because that means they're not going to get combo off for Tia. They're gonna have to wait till turn 4 for Crystalia Lily. Man, I don't know why I have so much trouble saying their name.
Attempt to go for face.
Dang. Hopefully Forest doesn't just like kind of crap the bed here. It'll be unfortunate if they do.
For Medusa. For Neptune, sorry. And she'll summon a Megalorc and give it rush. And then I'll ward, and then I'll ward her as well.
Alright.
I'll pass.
Let's see. Did you read it? I haven't seen her get played.
Ward, Summon a Megalorca token while discarding in your field. Megalorca tokens have rush.
Okay. And just
Yep.
4/4?
Yep, for forward.
Okay.
And on evolve is a 5/5, and she gives the Megalorca spawn.
Opponent being nice, telling your opponent what the card does, because I've asked at tournament, there is no Oracle text in this game, so you can't ask a judge what a card does that you don't see on board. This board looks incredibly scary as Forest. I legit think this is just going to be a really uphill battle for Forest. I will be kind of surprised if they're able to survive after this. I feel like the game is kind of over-ish. Like, not to be like doomer here for Forest. It's just that Forest has issues also dealing with wide boards without building their own wide board. And the fact that they didn't have good plays up until they're at 4 play points kind of indicates their hand is really rough. Like, maybe if they can get like Windy here with another 1-drop plus Lily or Tia to maybe like Evo Tia, get 2 rushes on the board and hopefully deal with things here. It just, yeah, this is not a good scenario to be in.
Tia for 2. I'll go 3, so I get the token.
Yep.
I'll use an Evo point to evolve my Tia.
Yep.
So we're going to Evo Tia here. I assume we're going to go into Bellringer and then have the 5/5 swing into the 4/4.
Actually, let's see. I forgot about Gold City. They're at least 8. Okay, I actually do that.
Yep.
Okay, I'll swing.
Oh my god, this is... I forgot Gold's City has that effect. Also, they gain Storm if there's at least 8 followers on board, or 8 cards on board, basically. And this actually happened to be a scenario that happened. I haven't seen that come up almost ever. Actually relevant here to like clear this board that they're having trouble dealing with. Now, because of that, I feel like Force actually might be in a position to like be okay-ish.
I will fade the Megalorca into the Eve.
Right.
For getting those extra lines of text on some good cards. All right, we're getting the Forte Evo 7 face. Then putting Force down to 9, and then they take another 4, putting them to 5. Really, really rough position for Forest anyway already. They have to run into Forte here, most likely with Gold City. What are they going to do to clear this board? And the worst part is they have, like, since Forest doesn't have any real, like, good ways to heal, they're kind of in this position where they die to any storm off the top of the deck or in hand already, which is pretty rough. Let me double check the Dragon deck. I mean, they have, like, a lot of ways to deal damage. They have 2 Lucifers they run. They have Rinkos if Forest can't play around Rinko in this way. And leaving up a follower attack means the rush can go in, deal 3 damage.
I will bounce.
All right. All right, this is going to clear the Dragon Warrior, hopefully here. Honestly, you probably play May. But you have to bounce the May again in order to clear the Dragon Warrior, which is pretty rough. I would prefer to bounce the Tia just to play around Rinko, but I mean, I guess you still kind of lose to like everything. So I guess it doesn't really matter that if you know they play Rinko this turn, it's whatever.
I will Warden Pass.
Start. Rolling. Pay 5 for Shenlong.
Oh boy, we got Shenlong, the one of.
5, 15.
Does EX count towards Gold City too? It does not. Originally, I thought it did, but how the fields work is the field is actually only the things in play, not in the EX area. So unfortunately, no. Otherwise, I think the card would be much better.
Swing it into the Ancient Elf. You'll draft that one and toss.
All right, as Dragon, you can just kind of chill here and wait to like get lethal. Once again, Forest doesn't have a lot of ways to heal. At most, they can get back up to 8, I think, here, because it's like, what, 3 Harvest Festivals? Any other healing going on? No. Nope. So yeah, they're just kind of like biding their time until they have lethal here. Forest has to really put on a lot of pressure onto Dragon, but Dragon's at 20 after the Shenlong Evo, so it's just one of those games where I feel like, you know, Forest is just like you gotta make sure your opponent is low rolling while you are high rolling in response now. Otherwise, you just lose the game. Dude, all the Dragon players we have on stream are just literally protagonist gods, and they always have their one of Shenlong, like, at some point in the game, it feels like.
I'll go another Ancient Elf for 2. I'll bounce my Tia. I'll play Tia for 2, combo 3, so I get the token.
Yep.
Yeah, get the +1/+1.
What is the plan here?
I'm going to use an Evo point.
We're gonna Evo points here. We're gonna probably evolve Ancient Elf, I assume. What they only run 1 Tia Evo, which has already been used. Ancient Elf Evo. Here's their last Ancient Elf Evo. Bouncing Tia, so they can play it again for more 4/4s on the board if needed. Listen, you say gotta channel the Shenlong. I'm waiting for the Dragon player right now to channel Phoenix Roost because I want to see that hit the board, and I want to see them reveal the 10/10 for 10 off the top of their deck.
Starts rolling. I'll pay 5 for Olivia.
Okay.
I'll heal 3, and I'll draw 1.
Okay.
Then I'll pay 3 for Ayla. Then I'll pass.
Okay. I'll start. Untap. Draw a card. Let's see.
All right, able to do 10 damage to Dragon this turn. 10 damage plus what, a Silver Bolt probably does like 15-16 damage here, which would be pretty big, but then they just died to the crackback, unfortunately. How are you going to deal with this board as Forest? So I think after this is just kind of like Dunzo.
What are your play points at?
8.
8? Let's
Yep.
see.
Oh, I forgot Marvelous Sunday does also heal. I always forget that about that card, but no real opportunity to really play that card right now with what's on board. What can they do? We're going face here. Oh, I forgot the token's actually only 4, not 10. So, or not 5. So we're only doing 9 face damage here. How are we dealing with board? Are we setting up more wards possibly? Oh, we're going to do a Shinko. Or not Shinko, sorry. San Suzuka here. Gonna get an Evo. I assume we're bouncing Olivia. Oh.
No, Olivia, top deck.
Olivia, okay.
All right, and then we push here for 5 more damage. So we got to do 14 this turn. I think if they live next turn, they have an opportunity to win. How many cards in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 6-ish? I want to say 6, maybe 5.
I'm gonna pay 2 to bounce my Silent Suzuka.
Yep.
Oh, all right. They're going to balance San Suzuka, probably to replay next turn, remove the big body if they play another ward to get damage in.
I'm going to ward it and pass.
Ooh, double warding. Here we go.
Start for 1.
It's okay. This is what happens here. You just go ahead and play the Bahamut in hand that he probably has, because why not? Let's just clear this. Let's clear this board up.
Just pay Bahamut,
Oh my god, he's really doing it.
and then I'll pass.
All right. So Force has a chance here, maybe. I think they have 6 cards in hand. I think this draw puts them to 7, maybe.
Draw a card. 4 players counting his hand.
Oh, the way they counting their hand, it seems like they have silver. They have it. They have it. No. No! Did Dragon literally just get
9,
unfortunately destroyed off of the Silver Bolt?
6, 7. Oh my gosh.
Shit. If I got this earlier, I think
Oh my god. I'm surprised the comeback there.
I don't want to see that.
Oh my god, that game was pretty insane. Oh my god. First of all, Phoenix Roost
Okay.
getting in top 2, always really hyped to see. Second, I can't believe Force made it out of that one board state. I totally forgot about Gold City having Storm if there are 8 things on board,
I
and
did
it
too.
actually mattered. It actually mattered. I think if you didn't remember that,
I literally
or
forgot too.
yeah, I think if you didn't remember that, you probably lost the game, because at that point I was like, how do you make it? How do you come back from here? It looks very like the board state looks very
Yeah.
scary for you. Like it feels like you're pressured to like clear the board and like hopefully stabilize. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, is he actually gonna get the Silver Bolt for 7 here for game? And you did. That was
I
a,
thought I
yeah,
was
oh.
being a host.
So what's the opinion on this card?
Dude, the card is pretty hype seeing it. I see you play it twice already, I think, on stream, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
when
I
it
love
comes
the
out,
Mega
it's
Card.
like what? And your opponent's like, what does that card do? So that must always be a good
Exactly,
feeling when you
yeah,
have to
it
tell your
works.
opponent what the card does.
It worked. I fell for it.
Oh man.
Mega Lorca has got to be like the best token.
Oh man, thank you guys for joining. I'll update the points lists probably tomorrow morning because I'm
Yep.
lazy. Everyone, thank you for watching also. I hope you all have a good night.
Yeah, thank you for hosting.
Yep, as always, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take care.